Kumasi, once home to the great Ashanti Empire, Asantewaa, is the capital city of the Ashanti region. It is the second largest city in Ghana after the capital, Accra.
We are at Asantewaa Road. This is Ejiso, where the great heroine Asantewaa grew up. I'm meeting with renowned Ghanaian historian, Teacher Kantanka. From the research that I've done, if you want to know anything about the Asantewaa, he's the perfect person to go to. Teacher Kantanka, welcome.
Thank you, and welcome too.
Who was Asantewaa?
Asantewaa, as you saying, a lot of things about her. Because she's become an academic staff. So everybody is talking about her from very many different angles.
Most definitely.
Yeah. But Asantewaa is an Asante woman, treasured by the Asante people and well known within the kingdom and beyond. So that if you want information about Asantewaa, it is only her people that can tell you the true information about her. Until her exile to the Seychelles Islands by the British in 1901.
Okay.
She was the Queen Mother of Ejiso.
So why was she exiled? Like, what is the story behind her?
Yeah. They were told that Ashanti had a very powerful something, spiritual something that unites them. And that is the golden stool.
Okay.
So Britain decided that, okay, if it is that which unites you, then we have to take it away from you. So it was the search for the golden stool and the demand for the golden stool which anointed Asantewaa, who was the Queen Mother of Ejiso. When Asantewaa came in, that if you, the men, are not ready to fight, he gave a speech, then we, the women, will fight.
Ashanti Kingdom, better known in trees as Asantewaa, is often labeled as a patriarchal society. It could be due to the fact that we always hear about the great kings that fought these wars between the British and other people, but we don't hear so much about the Queen Mothers. So it's turned into this label of, it being about men and praising men, when in fact, Mami Asante. So from what I know, we follow our mom's lineage, and just looking at that, women, they create and they hold this huge, powerful power that's centered in the family, that's never spoken about.
What's happening is that what you are seeing these days is partially or partly our culture, but not our full culture and tradition. The creeping in of other cultures, the Christian culture, like the European and American culture, coming in to suppress the original culture is what you are seeing these days. Now the major work, it's farming. That is among the Akan community or the generally African community, it's farming. And within the Akan community, things are done according to division of labor. And division of labor is measured according to strength. That is not wisdom, but according to physical strength.
What about the women that are physically stronger than men?
Well, physically, maybe tactical, not physically strong.
You're right. You're right.
But tactically, a woman could maybe overthrow the husband
Okay.
in a wrestling.
Understand.
Yeah, but that is the woman has more strategies, not physical
absolutely
strength.
do.
Okay. Very early in the morning, men will be the first to get to their farms, whilst the women will be left at home.
What are they doing at home?
At home, they'll be doing cleaning, menial jobs,
The domestic duty.
domestic duties, which are not done with muscles. Yeah, these are done with wisdom and tactics.
Yes, I agree. Well, I really appreciate this knowledge,
Good.
and I just hope to be able to empower other women, and especially Asantewaa, and teach them that just because we have baby mouth, that doesn't mean we are aqua.
No, it doesn't mean
So,
that.
thank you so much for your time.
Thank you too.
We're on our way to the Kumasi Cultural Center to visit the Prempeh II Jubilee Museum. It's considered the nation's cultural heritage and showcases materials of traditional and historical importance.
Hello, Afrakuma.
Hello, Mr. Peter.
Akwaba.
Yeah, Ja.
This is the Prempeh II Jubilee Museum.
Wow, I've heard so many things about this place. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure hosting you here. I've always described this museum as the almighty Prempeh II Jubilee Museum. I say almighty because it's a paradox. If you look at the facility, it looks quite small.
It does.
But
if you're,
four. And if you are taking through the whole thing here, you realize it has so much rich history and information about the Ashantis.
I'm excited to learn.
The building itself has so much to tell about the architectural design of the Asantes. It's a prototype Ashanti traditional building.
When was this built? What year?
This museum was built in 1956, and so one would also say it's a semblance of a traditional palace. Yeah, so we have 4 chambers, 4 separate buildings joined together. This place basically talks about kings and queens of Ashanti and some few royal chairs and dining tables.
Okay. Now, Mr. Peter, you know I'm here about a specific queen. She is super talked about worldwide. And I think that seems to be a picture of her. But there's 2 pictures online.
The other one is where she had been exiled, and they took a picture with the king and the queen and the other chiefs of Ashanti in the Seychelles Island.
For people that don't know who she is, would you like to give us
Right.
some
Anytime I talk about Asantewaa, I talk about her with pain and excitement as well. You know. Why? Because Asantewaa helped to liberate or protect the heritage of Asante. What do I mean by that? The golden stool was what the British wanted to take away from the Ashantis. That was when King Prempeh I, the Queen and other Ashanti royals had been exiled in 1896 to the Seychelles Island.
What is so important about this stool that a woman would sacrifice her life for it?
What is so important about the golden stool? It represents the spirituality, the soul of the Asantes. And you know what? When you come to Asante, when you're talking about the family system, it is the women that form the trunk. The women folk form the soul of the Asantes of Ghana.
Alright.
But for them, would have no king. One is a king by virtue of him being born by the woman who is a royal.
Exactly.
And Asantewaa braved the odds. It is this spirituality and the soul and the spirit of the ancestors that's really swallowed her, gave her that courage and power to stand up against the British.
Okay.
So Asantewaa, the name resonates. It talks about someone who was strong, powerful, warrior queen, very assertive, independent, and one who, fought against injustices of the system. Then we go to the war drum, the Asante war drum. talking drum, male and female twin drums for communication. A tumpang.
A tumpang.
Tumpang, that is the name.
Wow, I feel so enlightened. Today, when I came to the cultural center, I literally knew very, very few about Kumasi, all the kingships, the stuff that was going on in the Ashanti Kingdom. But to actually be able to get the opportunity to come here with Mr. King today and for him to explain everything, it's been very enlightening. You know, when I see Asantewaa, she represents so much strength, love, leadership, just everything that any woman would want to embody. I mean, this place looks very, very small, but just the history that is inside, it's absolutely mind-blowing. I learned so much, and I can't wait to come back.